Welcome to another video. And in this edition of this series of world changes that changed the sport, we are going to talk about how you had to hit everything to a handstand on uneven bars. And if you did not take everything to a handstand, you would be deducted up between 3 to 5 tenths of a point, and how that changed the uneven bars. And bonus topic, how you had to do a flight transition between high bar and low bar. You can no longer just stand on the bar and jump to the high bar, or do one of those shoot up to a high bar. What is it called? Where they used to put the dang legs on the low bar and bounce up to the high bar. I have no idea. But those were no longer allowed, and you had to do a flight transition from low to high bar, and how that changed to uneven bars. Now this handstand thing, I'm not going to say this changed uneven bar necessarily for the better. It's just that it made everything a lot more cookie cutter. The 1.5 turns have basically been eliminated because they're so hard to land in a handstand. Certain skills, like other than the Chinese gymnasts, a lot of countries just don't even do the inverted full turn skills because they're so hard to hit to a handstand. You get no more Eagle Giant, that stoop into an Eagle Giant thing that Chelsea Milner used to do because it's so hard to hit that to a handstand. So it really has changed on uneven bars. A lot of the things that the girls used to do, you can't do anymore. You can't just do a shoot over to the low bar. You have to do a shoot over to a handstand. Even technically, your Pat Sosos are supposed to technically land in a handstand, which nobody does, but let the judges start deducting for that and see what girls do on the even bars. I have no clue what they would do if they start deducting the girls really for not landing the Pat Soso and handstand. And going to you have to do a flight transition. Well, it just made the Shaposhnikova and all of that family of skills way more popular because they're just worth more than doing just a regular shoot over or a ray up to the high bar. They're D's and E's, so why not go for them, I guess. So thank you guys. What are your opinions on skills? Oh, I'm sorry, and another bonus topic. I was about to end the video, but I just thought of something. And this new rule they just changed, that you can no longer do one of those Shaposhnikova skills or any counter swinging skills. You know how the girls used to land a Shaposhnikova, kind of counter swing and kip up, and it wasn't a deduction. Well, now that is a 5/10 of a point deduction. So that's another thing where you see a lot of those Shaposh to a Takashnikova. A Shaposh to a reverse head, or a Shaposh. And when I say Shaposh, you pick one. Shaposh, Ray, Chow, Maloney, Komova. You pick, well, not Ray, but Maloney, Chow, Komova. You pick whichever one I'm talking about. Not the half turns versions, but those versions, and you have to do those either back to a Pat Soto, which is worth of a 10th of a point, or do it into a reverse hat or a Ginger, which is worth 2/10 of a point in connection plus that D. So, and some girls actually do it to a Hendorf or to a Rigna. So, yeah. Uneven bars is a whole different monster. Now, they want everything to be a lot more fluid. And I think with uneven bars now, they just want it to be 8 skills, period, and get off the bars. That seems to be the kind of routines that get the best scores. So, what are your opinions? Thank you. Michaela loves gymnastics. And I'll see you next time, gym fans.